These 25, 27, 27 July, these are not just dates on a calendar. These 3 days are not ordinary. Something is happening. Whether you are aware of it or not, something is shifting. These days are a mirror that forces you to look straight into yourself. There is no room left for excuses, no more time to delay what must be done. This 25, 26, and 27th of July are an invitation, but not everyone will hear it. Only the ones who are awake enough to feel the tension, to sense the heaviness in the air, to notice the signs that have been building up quietly. This is the moment where life demands a response, not from your words, from your actions, from your silence, from your ability to step back and observe yourself. These 3 days are your checkpoint. A checkpoint where life is not asking what you have achieved. It's asking what you've become, what you've learned, what you've let go of, what you still hold on to that no longer serves you. This 25, 26, and 27 July are not for entertainment, not for routine. These days are sacred. They are fire. You either burn through what is weak in you or you stay the same. Some people will continue as if nothing is happening. They will scroll, complain, distract themselves with noise. But deep inside, they will feel it, a restlessness, an uneasiness, a subtle warning. Because these 3 days are not just about external events, they are about your inner life. They are about how much noise you tolerate in your head, how much clutter you allow in your emotions, how much truth you keep avoiding because it's uncomfortable. This 25th, 26th, and 27th July, something will be revealed, but only to the ones who are still, only to the ones who shut down the outside world and listen. Truly listen. You don't need more advice. You don't need more knowledge. You need silence. You need discipline. You need honesty. These 3 days are not about doing more. They are about doing less, cutting the unnecessary, saying no, sitting down and breathing, watching what's going on inside you without judgment, without escape. These are the days where self-confrontation becomes your greatest teacher. These are the days where the mask must come off. If you are still pretending, these days will feel heavy. If you are still playing roles, these days will expose your exhaustion. This 25th, 26th, and 27th of July, life will not wait for you to be ready. You must choose now to act with clarity, to think with precision, to speak with integrity, and to walk with courage. These 3 days hold the potential to change everything, but only if you are willing to see the truth of who you are without filters. This is the shutdown, not of the world, but of your ego, your distractions, your lies, your comfort zones. And once the shutdown begins, there's no turning back. You either align or you fall deeper into noise. You either grow or you decay slowly. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, am I ready to sit with myself without distraction for 3 days? So, can I go inward without reaching for my phone for opinions, for escape? Can I look at my thoughts without flinching? Can I sit in discomfort and use it to sharpen my awareness? Because this 25, 26, and 27th of July will test your capacity to stay with yourself. And most people will fail not because they are weak, but because they never learned how to be alone. They never learned how to face silence. They never learned how to stand in front of truth without trembling. This is your training ground. Not in a temple, not in a mountain, but right where you are, in your room, in your mind, in your breath. You don't need to go anywhere. You need to go within. This 25th, 26th, and 27 July, let the shutdown begin, not as an escape, but as a return to what is real, to what is essential, to what is pure. Use these days to strip everything away that is false, every habit, every thought pattern, every excuse. This is the time to clean your house. Not the one you live in, but the one you carry inside your mind. There is power in stillness. There is clarity in silence. And there is rebirth in solitude. These 3 days carry the potential to reset your system, to wake you up, to show you the parts of yourself that need to grow. But no one will force you to do the work. You must choose. You must discipline yourself. You must walk the path of responsibility, not for others, for yourself. Because after these 3 days, something will shift. You will either emerge clearer, stronger, more focused, or you will fall back into distraction, addiction, and noise. These 25, 26, and 27th of July, make a decision to stop hiding, to stop running, to stop waiting for permission. Go quiet, go inward, go deep, because when life gives you a chance to grow, you don't ask for comfort, you embrace the fire. This 25, 26, and 27th of July, don't look outside for the shutdown. Look within. The world will keep moving. The noise will continue. People will post, complain, celebrate, scroll, and repeat. But those who understand the weight of these 3 days will know this shutdown is not about chaos around you. It's about clarity within you. It's about turning off what has been running too long, the endless thoughts, the reactive emotions, the mental noise that leaves you drained, confused, and lost. You have been switched on for too long, always on, always moving, always consuming. But at what cost? This 25, 26, and 27th of July are not asking you to panic. They are asking you to pause. They are not about fear. They are about freedom. The kind of freedom that only comes when you shut down everything that keeps you trapped in a loop, when you stop running and choose to be still, when you stop proving and choose to observe. The shutdown is not a punishment. It's an invitation. An invitation to see yourself without the roles, without the pressure, without the noise of comparison. This is not a time to escape. This is the time to return, to disconnect from the world and reconnect with yourself. But it's not comfortable and it's not easy, because what you find in silence is often what you've spent years avoiding. But it's exactly in that discomfort that growth begins. This 25, 26, and 27th of July, something in you needs to go silent. You've been reacting instead of responding, distracting instead of reflecting, surviving instead of creating. This is not about cutting off from people. This is about cutting off from illusions, illusions of control, illusions of success, illusions of self. When you shut down the outer noise, your inner signal becomes clear. You begin to see what matters. You begin to hear what's real. You begin to face what you've denied. Shutdown means you stop feeding what's weak in you. It means you stop letting your emotions control your day. It means you stop letting the past repeat itself through you. These 3 days are not here to entertain you. They are here to expose you, not to others, but to yourself. Who are you when everything goes quiet? Who are you when the world no longer tells you what to think, what to want, what to chase? This 25, 26, and 27th of July are the answer to that question. If you are willing to look, you don't need a crisis to grow. You need space. You need distance from the things that keep you unconscious. The shutdown is your opportunity to breathe, to think clearly, to reflect honestly, and to choose wisely. What will you carry forward after these days, and what needs to be left behind permanently? Only those who truly shut down the noise will see the truth. Only those who step back will find the way forward. The shutdown is a reset of your energy, a reset of your direction. But it's not passive. It's not about lying in bed, numbing yourself with comfort. It's active, it's conscious, it's deliberate. You choose to unplug from the distractions and plug into yourself. You choose to face what's uncomfortable rather than avoid it. You choose to sit in the silence and allow the truth to rise. This 25, 26, and 27th of July, don't wait for a sign from outside. You are the sign. Your restlessness, your stress, your tiredness, that's the sign. The fatigue from chasing, comparing, proving, that's the signal. And the shutdown is the response. Shut it down. Shut down the stories. Shut down the self-sabotage. Shut down the cycles of guilt, fear, overthinking. When you cut the power from everything draining you, you finally regain your strength. Use these 3 days to come back to your breath, back to your body, back to your clarity. Not everything deserves your attention. Not everyone deserves your energy. The shutdown is about reclaiming both. The moment you stop giving your power away to noise, you'll feel something return. Focus, direction, willpower. These 3 days can bring that back, but only if you stop escaping. There's no guidebook, no map, just you and the truth. Can you sit with yourself for 3 days without reaching for distractions? Can you face your own thoughts without judgment? Can you go into shutdown not as a victim, but as a warrior preparing for the next stage? That's what these days are asking. Not who you pretend to be, but who you are without the mask, without the audience, without the noise. This 25, 26, and 27th July will pass like any other day for most people. But for those who are awake, for those who are ready, they will mark the beginning of something new, a new clarity, a new discipline, a new power. But it begins with shutdown, not a shutdown of life, but a shutdown of everything that isn't truly you. Do it now, not tomorrow, not when it's convenient. This 25th, 26th, and 27th July, pull the plug on the lies, on the distractions, on the old patterns. Let silence show you the truth. Let stillness rebuild your strength. Let the shutdown become your awakening. This 25, 26, and 27th of July, you will not be able to hide. These days will confront you. They will ask you one simple question. Are you ready to take responsibility for your life? Not just for your results, but for your energy, for your thoughts, for your attitude, for your discipline. This is not about what others are doing. This is not about who failed you, who hurt you, or who didn't show up for you. This is about you, about the mirror you have been avoiding, the truth you have been running from, the patterns you've allowed for too long. This 25th, 26th, and 27th of July, no one will save you. No one will carry you across the line. No one will fix your life for you because they can't. That's the reality. This is your mountain to climb. This is your test to pass. And it begins with radical responsibility. You are where you are because of what you've allowed, because of what you've tolerated, because of what you haven't faced. That's not a punishment. That's your power. You see, the moment you blame, you hand over your power. You give it to the past, to people, to excuses. But these 3 days are not about blame. They are about ownership. They are about drawing a line and saying, no more. No more half effort, no more distraction, no more mental weakness. These 25th, 26th, and 27th July are not gentle. They are direct. They are a call to step into your higher self. And if you ignore this call, you stay stuck, not because life is unfair, but because you chose comfort over growth. There is no transformation without responsibility, no clarity without honesty, no growth without effort. These 3 days are asking you to wake up, to stop pointing fingers, to stop waiting for motivation, to stop expecting someone else to change so that you feel better. If your life is out of balance, take the wheel back. If your focus is broken, take control of your mind. If your habits are destroying your discipline, break them now. This 25, 26, and 27 July, the work is yours to do. You will be tested, not with pain, but with discomfort, with silence, with the challenge of sitting still and facing your patterns. And if you react, if you distract yourself again, if you run to comfort, nothing will change. These days are sacred for those who want to reset. But the reset only comes when you take responsibility fully, not halfway, not with conditions, but completely. This is not the time to seek approval. This is the time to become solid, stable, clear, to take full ownership of your choices. Your energy is yours. What you feed grows. What you ignore controls you. What you avoid repeats. These 3 days are a window, a short window where deep inner work can happen. But it's on you. If you waste them, they will pass like nothing. But if you honor them, they will mark the beginning of a new version of you. People talk about change, but they fear the cost. The cost is high. It requires you to face the uncomfortable truth. You've been playing small. You've been distracted. You've been letting your lower self lead. But this 25, 26, and 27th of July, the door is open to level up, to rise, to step into power. But only if you're honest, brutally honest, with how you spend your time, with how you waste your focus, with what you let control your mind. No one can do this part for you. This is your inner responsibility. Stop waiting, stop blaming, stop explaining. The more you justify your weakness, the more you extend your suffering, the more you defend your limitations, the more you strengthen them. Use these 3 days to clean house. to confront the habits that keep you small, to break the cycle, to stop pretending. Because after these days, you will not be the same. You will either rise or you will repeat. This 25th, 26th, and 27th of July become dangerous to your own laziness, become a threat to your old self, become someone who acts without waiting to feel ready, become someone who chooses growth over comfort. These 3 days are your proving ground, not for others, for yourself, to prove to yourself that you are no longer a victim of your own mind. Make a choice now to take responsibility for your words, your energy, your time, your space, your body, your future. These days are short, but what you decide within them will echo across months. Can't control everything, but you can control your response. You can control your effort. You can control what you let into your mind, and you can control how you move from here. This is not a warning to fear. This is a reminder to wake up, to take the lead in your life again. These 3 days, 25, 26, and 27th of July will pass no matter what. But whether they pass with change or with regret depends only on you. Own your path, own your decisions, and walk forward with purpose. This 25th, 26th, and 27th of July, the signs are already here. Life has been showing you for weeks, maybe months, that something is out of balance. It's not a coincidence that you feel tired for no reason. It's not an accident that your mind feels heavy even after rest. The signs don't always scream, they whisper. But those who are awake, they can feel it, that subtle tension in the body, that inner discomfort that has no clear cause. These are warnings. Quiet, precise, constant. But most people are too distracted to notice them. These 25, 26, and 27th of July are not the beginning. They are the consequence. They are the peak of something that has been building for a long time. And if you've been ignoring the signs, these days will feel heavier, more intense, more confusing. But it's not the world collapsing. It's your resistance breaking. That tension you feel isn't life punishing you. It's life correcting you. You've drifted too far from yourself. And now it's time to come back. That's why these signs have shown up. Sleepless nights, sudden mood swings, losing interest in things you used to enjoy, emotional breakdowns out of nowhere. These aren't random. These are internal alarms. And this 25, 26, and 27th of July, you're being asked to stop and pay attention. Because if you keep ignoring them, you will be forced to learn the hard way. But if you listen now, if you slow down, and look within, you can avoid the storm. You can use the pressure to transform instead of collapse. Everything in nature warns before it shifts. The sky darkens before the storm. The animals go quiet before the earthquake. And your body, your energy, your intuition, they do the same. You have felt it. But maybe you brushed it off. Told yourself you were just tired, just busy, just overwhelmed. But it's more than that. It's deeper. This is not physical fatigue. This is spiritual exhaustion. Your soul is tired of your avoidance. Your heart is tired of living on autopilot. And this 25, 26, and 27th of July, that truth will surface. If you've been getting signs, don't ignore them. That broken relationship, that inner conflict, that recurring pattern. These are not punishments. They are reflections. Something inside you is out of sync. And the external world is just showing you what you refuse to face. Stop blaming the circumstances. Start reading the message. Life always speaks. But it doesn't repeat itself forever. If you don't listen, the lessons get louder and louder until they break you. This 25, 26, and 27 for July, you are being warned not by fear, but by truth. Look at your routine. Look at your emotions. Look at what you've normalized. Have you been sacrificing your peace for comfort? Have you been drowning in distractions and calling it life? Have you been ignoring your health, your discipline, your mind? These signs are not outside you. They are in your actions, in your thoughts, in the silence you avoid. The breakdown is not a surprise. It's been coming. The burnout is not sudden. It's been building. And this is your chance to interrupt it, to reverse it, to learn before you suffer. These signs are not curses. They are gifts. They are your wake-up call. But only if you accept the message. Most people wait until everything collapses. Don't be one of them. Use these 3 days to pause, reflect, realign. You don't need more advice. You already know what to do. But knowing is not enough. You must act. You must change. You must shift slowly, deliberately, with presence. These 25, 26, and 27th of July take nothing lightly. Every feeling matters. Every thought reveals something. Every resistance you feel points to an area that needs attention. Listen. Don't just observe. Understand. Don't just react. Respond. Look back at the past few weeks. How many moments have warned you? How many times did your body say, rest, but you pushed? How many times did your mind say, stop, but you continued? How many signs did you ignore because it was inconvenient to listen? This is your second chance. These 3 days are not just time, they are correction, alignment, reconnection. If you do nothing, the signs won't stop, they'll just get louder. And eventually, they will break what you refuse to adjust. But if you take responsibility now, if you slow down now, you give yourself the gift of growth. You avoid unnecessary suffering. You shift before the fall. These 25, 26, and 27th of July are not to be wasted. They are a sacred checkpoint, not created by man, but by rhythm, by energy, by truth. You've been warned not because you're weak, but because you're ready. Life does not shake those who are not meant to rise. The pressure you feel is not an ending, it's a preparation. The discomfort is not destruction, it's purification. But only if you choose to engage with it, to learn from it, to rise with it. So when this 25, 26, and the 27th of July arrive, don't look around in fear. Look inside with strength. The signs have spoken. Now it's your turn to respond with silence, with courage, with discipline. Let this be your turning point. Let this be the moment you stop ignoring yourself. Let this be the beginning of your return to alignment. This 25 and 26 and 27th July are not for distractions, not for noise, not for escape. These 3 days are a chance to train, not outside, but within. This is not about doing more. It is about doing less with more focus. It's about stepping into solitude, not as isolation, but as power. Most people fear being alone because they don't know who they are without others. They fear the silence because in silence, the truth rises. But these days are not asking you to hide. They are asking you to sharpen, to refine, to rebuild. You don't need to disappear from the world forever. But for these 25, 26, and 27 for July, you must disappear from the world's noise. If you are constantly available to everything and everyone, you are unavailable to yourself. If you are always reacting, you lose control of your energy. These days are about calling your power back. Not by force, but by stillness. Not by loud motivation, but by quiet discipline. There is strength in choosing solitude. There is clarity in choosing silence. You don't grow by being constantly surrounded. You grow when you step back, look at yourself with honesty, and take action without distraction. This 25, 26, and 27 July, give yourself that time. Don't wait for others to understand. Don't expect anyone to validate this choice. It's not for them. It's for you. It's between you and your path. So your next level requires a version of you that does not flinch when left alone, that does not collapse in the absence of noise. Solitude is not the absence of people. It is the presence of yourself. It is the space where your inner teacher speaks, where your mental muscles are tested, and where your real work begins. No phone, no notifications, no distractions. Just you and the mirror of your thoughts. Can you face it? Can you sit through the discomfort without needing to numb it? This 25, 26, and 27th of July, don't run, stay. Observe. Discipline yourself. You will want to escape. You will want to scroll, to watch, to talk, to fill the silence. That is the moment you must stay, because in that resistance lies your weakness. And in facing that resistance lies your strength. These days are training. Quiet, powerful inner training for your mind, for your focus, for your purpose. You don't grow during comfort. You grow during discipline. And these days demand discipline. Use this time wisely. Wake up earlier. Sit longer. Write down what you're avoiding. Reflect on your patterns. Let your solitude reveal what the noise has been hiding. There are things in you that are ready to rise, but they've been buried under distraction. This 25, 26, and 27th of July, remove the distractions. Give those hidden parts space to breathe. Let your clarity return. You don't need anyone to join you. Most people won't. Most will laugh or ignore or continue as if everything is normal. Let them. Their journey is theirs. Yours is different. You are being called to reset, to rewire, to release the clutter inside your mind. And you don't do that by doing more. You do it by going inward. Solitude is where you meet your real self. And if you never meet yourself, you will never lead yourself. These 3 days are a window. You can waste them or you can work in them. Not the kind of work that earns applause, but the kind of work that no one sees, yet changes everything. Stillness, reflection, strategy, presence. These are the weapons you sharpen now. The world outside will wait, but your future won't. And this 25, 26, and 27th of July are not coming back. If you waste this time, you lose momentum. But if you use it, you gain something no one can take from you, inner strength. Train your mind to be calm in chaos. Train your attention to stay fixed on what matters. Train your energy to move with intention. These are the practices that shift everything, but they don't come from comfort. They come from discipline. And discipline starts in solitude. No one will applaud you for sitting in silence, but you will feel the change inside. You will begin to see clearly again, to breathe deeper, to act with precision. That is the power of these days. Don't negotiate with your old self. Don't explain your need for stillness. Just act, train, refine. Use every moment of this 25, 26, and 27th of July to build something real inside you, something unshakable, something permanent. The next storm is not waiting for you to be ready. You must prepare now, not with panic, but with presence. This is your time to train, alone, in silence, with discipline, with purpose. And when these days pass, you won't be the same. You will walk differently, think differently, choose differently, because you gave yourself what most never will, the time to go within and face yourself. That's real strength. That's real growth. And it starts this 25, 26, and 27th of July. Use it or lose it. The choice is yours. This 25, 26, and 27th of July are not ordinary days. They are the mirror. They show you who you are, not who you pretend to be, not who others think you are. These days are here to strip the mask, the excuses, the illusions. If you are honest with yourself, you already feel it. Something heavy inside, a pressure, not from the outside, but from within. A voice pushing you, asking, why are you still carrying what's already broken? You can't walk into the future while dragging the past. You can't grow if you're still clinging to what already fell apart. This 25, 26, and 27 July, you must release. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. If it's weighing you down, it doesn't belong anymore. People, habits, patterns, emotions, whatever it is, if it's not building you, it's breaking you. Let it go. You've been loyal to your own suffering for too long. It's time to break the pattern. Let these days become the turning points. Stop running in circles. Stop blaming the past. This moment is your responsibility. These 3 days are not asking for perfection. They're asking for awareness, honesty, courage. Can you look at yourself and admit what needs to change? Can you stop justifying your own self-destruction? You already know what must go. It's not hidden. You've seen it, felt it, avoided it, but now it's time to face it. These 25, 26, and 27th of July are not about fixing others. They are about fixing you. The pain you carry is not punishment. It's instruction. Every wound is a message. Every scar holds a truth. But if you keep ignoring it, you keep bleeding in silence. There is no growth without truth. And there is no truth without stillness. So that's why these days matter. They slow you down so you can hear what your life has been trying to tell you. The signs have been there. The sleepless nights, the short temper, the lack of motivation, the emotional weight. It's not random. It's not weakness. It's your soul asking for change. You can keep numbing it or you can rise. These days are the doorway. Either you walk through or you stay trapped. The choice is painful either way, but one pain leads to freedom, the other leads to regret. Look around. What in your life is no longer aligned? What conversations drain you? What habits waste your time? What thoughts destroy your peace? This 25, 26, and 27th of July, be ruthless. Cut what no longer serves you, not with anger, but with clarity. You don't owe your past a future. You don't owe anyone your suffering. Your loyalty should be to your growth, not your pain. So stop saying someday. Stop waiting for permission. Stop hiding behind excuses. Life is happening now, and these days are here to shake you awake. If you keep living on autopilot, you'll keep getting the same life. But you were not born for a repetition. You were born for transformation. The only way forward is through the truth. And truth is uncomfortable. It breaks illusions. It demands action. That's what these days are doing. Let them break you in the right way. Let them show you the truth. Let them empty what no longer fits and then fill that space with discipline, with peace, with purpose. These 25, 26, and 27th of July are sacred. They are intense, but they are also a gift. Not everyone will feel it. Not everyone will respond. But that's not your concern. This path is personal. This path is for you. Start small if you must. Wake up with intention. Move your body. Feed your mind. Keen your space. Clear your thoughts. Make the decision. Say the truth. Release the weight. Forgive. Let go. Write it. Burn it. Bury it. Whatever you need to do, do it. Don't waste this window. It may not come again with this intensity. You don't need to prove anything to anyone, but you do owe it to yourself to be real, to be disciplined, to be free. And freedom doesn't come from doing whatever you want. It comes from doing what is right, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. So these days are not punishment. They are preparation. Your next chapter is coming, but the old version of you can't walk into it. That's why the pressure feels heavy. It's time to shed. Sit with yourself. Ask the real questions. Don't lie. You know what's holding you back. You know what's breaking your own heart. This 25, 26, and 27th of July, don't just notice it, act on it. Radical action, internal shifts, quiet revolution. That's the energy now. Not loud, not chaotic, but clear, focused, certain. The world around you may not understand. That's fine. This is not their journey. This is your fight. This is your training. This is your moment to turn pain into power. If you waste it, you go back to sleep. If you use it, you rise, decide, transform. These days will not wait. They are here to burn the lies and light the way. Don't miss it.